So as you all know, I am looking for 3 more women and 8 more men to become a part of my collaboration book for men. I don't want to say men versus women because we're not, it's not a battle of the sexes. However, we will be talking about some real and raw issues, from the man's point of view and from the women's point of view. So I just like to call it men and women collaboration book. So that's what we're doing, guys. So hopefully you guys are paying attention. This will be my last broadcast regarding this. So if you are interested, please, please, please make sure that you pay close attention, getting all the details. And even if you are watching the replay, you can, of course, message me, or for those of you that already have my email address, you can email me and see how many more spots is available. So I'm going to get right into it, guys. Okay, so this is how it's going to work. So as far as the details of the book, it's going to be the men, like I said, giving their point of view. We're going to be talking about some real and raw issues. So let me get that out right now, because I had some people, I had a few pastors reach out to me, and, this is no disrespect. This isn't the book for that, because what I don't want anyone to do is to hold back. This is not the type of book where you're going to be sugarcoating anything. This is not the book for Granny, because Granny might be like, oh, why you saying that? You know what I'm saying? We don't want to offend anybody. However, this book is for mature, unfiltered adults, guys. We're going to be talking about some real issues, some raw issues, and I'm going to be honest with you. More than likely, it's going to be, no, not even more than likely, there will be some cuss words in the book. Now, we're not going to be, Taria laughing. Now, we're not going to be X-rated, but we're going to be talking about some real shit, guys. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's time out for the sugarcoatiness. And the reason why I want it to be men and women is because usually you have the one-sided books, right? You'll have, the man coming out with a book, and it's from a man's perspective. You'll have the woman coming out with a book, it's from the woman's perspective. Guess what, guys? We're bringing it all together, and we're going to be having some real, raw conversations with each other. Well, why y'all do this? Well, why the fuck do y'all do this? Right? So that's what it's going to be about. That's how it's going to be. We're going to be talking sex. We're going to be talking love. We're going to be talking marriage. We're going to be talking dating. We're going to be talking everything under the sun. Okay, so I just wanted to put that out there because I had some people who were kind of clueless on the details of exactly how it is going to work. Taria, do you have anything that you wanted to add?
Yes, darling. Yes. Well, hello, everybody. How are you guys doing? First of all, definitely excited about this book. And like Angie was saying, we're excited most of all about this book because, hold on, y'all, because I'm really trying to do some little live broadcast, but I don't know if they're going to see. We're really excited about this book, too, because I feel like Angie was saying, a lot of times you have these relationship books that tend to be one-sided, and we really want to be able to have something that has that good perspective. So let's just talk real quick, though, about for everybody that does make a decision to be a part of this collaboration book, I'm going to share with you guys something real quick because I want everybody to understand some of the benefits. And we already have, like Angie was saying, some people who have taken advantage and decided that they're going to be a part of this incredible opportunity. Hold on, I'm trying to hide this thing. It's like in the way. One second, y'all. Oh, there we go. Okay. So I just want to share with you guys some of the benefits of being in this collaboration book. First of all, just so you know, guys, we have a lot of authors who have come through the Show Your Success funnel as well as Nuance Publishing. And many of our authors have been featured on some incredible publications. Some of those include Fox News, CBS, ABC, Today, the Today Show, Sheen Magazine, and more. And guys, when you're talking about a topic similar to this, where we're talking about his point of view versus her point of view, you already know the opportunities that could open up for each and every one of you guys that makes a decision to be a part of this collaboration book. Another great thing about being a part of this particular type of collaboration book is that it's not just going to be you promoting this book. You're going to have 10 other women, 10 other men, 10 plus other women, 10 plus other men that are out there promoting this book. Now, yes, they're going to be promoting a book that has their own custom cover, but on the inside, all of the details are the same. So let me just kind of go over some of the benefits. First of all, you get to join a community of other entrepreneurs. One thing that I like to really pride myself on with being a part of this amazing this amazing organization here is that we like to show authors how not to just be authors, but also authorpreneurs. And the difference between being an author versus an entrepreneur is that we like to show you guys how to leverage your book to build multiple streams of income. See, guys, we don't just want you to be out here and, you know, have this book and now you're not making no kind of income. We're going to actually teach you guys how to be able to make multiple streams of income with your book. Also, with your chapters, you don't have to worry about editing your chapter. We're going to do that. You're going to get 10 copies of your book with the opportunity to order more. We're going to do a special training, guys. We're going to show you about building multiple streams of income. In fact, if I just go to one of my groups right now on Facebook, let me see if I can find a group. And I'm going to put a post up there just to see how many books have you guys pre-sold so far. I want you guys to understand this is something that really, really separates us, right? Okay, hold on. As you can see, we have so many incredible, this is a collaboration project right here that we have going on. We have about 10 plus collaboration projects. I'm going to try to make this happen. Every time I Zoom, my computer goes slow. So I'm going to type in here, how many books have you guys pre-sold, just so y'all can see, because we really help individuals to make money, okay? So I'm just going to type this in real quick just so y'all can see, you know, that's what we like to show evidence, right? And you see, these are flyers. Everybody has their own custom flyer that's made where they're able to share to their social media community. They're able to share to text it out to their family, to their friends, coworkers, etc. Right. So I'm going to type in here and ask them how many books has everyone pre-sold so far, and watch what happens. I'm going to post this in the group and I'm going to come back so you guys can see the response. Okay. So this is one of the things that we help you with. Why? Because we want you to be able to start making money before the book even comes out. Okay. So that's another important aspect of this. You're going to get a speaker sheet. All right. Now a speaker sheet is what you're going to use to help when you start leveraging this book and you want to speak at opportunities. You know, I just was offered an opportunity just this week to speak at a conference. And the way to really separate yourself, not just one thing, is that you got your own custom book, but now also can send a copy of my incredibly made professional speaker sheet to this person. You're going to get a custom cover design. Okay. And I'm going to show you some examples of other books that we've done in the past. Live broadcast for promotion of book. Virtual or a live book launch. And also we're going to give you some coaching on how to use this book to launch your business. So those are just some of the things, guys, that you're going to be able to take advantage of when you make a decision to be a part of this collaboration project. Now, here's some examples of some of the collaboration books we've done in the past. As you can see, you have the custom cover with your name on the front. On the back, it would be your picture, your bio, and this is how we would do it for you. Here's another example where we did kind of like a group thing, right? And then we had like a bio, we just had like a synopsis of this. And so we have several guys, where's another one? Oh, that's just the example that I have. But we have several different examples, guys, and we're gonna make a custom cover. Now the cover that you see on the capture page, guys, that is not the cover that we're gonna be using for the actual book. That's just for promotion to get started. We're going to have another cover that's going to be created. Sorry, y'all, because I'm trying to broadcast simultaneously, if that's how you say it. But we're going to have another cover that's going to be designed specifically for this book by a professional graphics designer. And so it's a lot of benefits. And so now we're going to talk to you guys about an investment. And let me explain something to y'all, why we required an investment. Well, because it takes a lot of income to put this together. Each one of your chapters are going to be individually done, okay? By the way, you do not need to be a writer to be able to be in this book. We actually interview you. It's just a dope process. We interview you. We hire an editor to edit your chapter. We hire someone to make sure the books are formatted, all of that. The only thing that you're really responsible for typing yourself is your biography. And we even show you pointers on how to make a biography, okay? So if you've never written a book or nothing like that, I don't care, a report, nothing, guys, don't worry, because we're looking for all different types of backgrounds. We don't care. As long as you are grown and ready to have grown conversations about sex, relationships, marriage, all of that good stuff, we want you to be in the book. Okay. Now there is an investment again, because we have to pay our editors. We have to pay our graphics designers. We got to pay for your books to be printed. There's a lot that goes on behind the scenes. And also we know that when people make investments into this project, more people are going to promote for it. So yes, there's an investment. Okay. And we'll talk a little bit more about that in a few seconds, but I'm going to go ahead and pass this back over to Angie, because I would like Angie to share with us, you know, why did you make a decision to actually do this book? Like, what was it that sprung in you to want to be able to put this type of a book together?
Okay, well, first of all, as many of you know, or for those of you that don't know, I wrote my first book, Angiology, in 2014, right? And I seen the type of reviews that I got with Angiology, and it was just simply me being myself, you know, putting it out there, how I felt about different topics, different issues, whether it was dating and marriage and, you know, relationships and all of those different things. And I kept it real, but I didn't keep it as raw, because remember, guys, this is my very, very first book, and I got such rave reviews from that. So fast forward to now, you know, in between then and now, of course, like I stated earlier, so many different people have been putting books out there about, you know, what a woman should do, you know, and this is from a man, right? The men talking about how women should be and how we should act, how we need to submit, how we, you know, should hold out 90 days. And, you know, all of these different things, right, coming from men, but talking about the women. Then on the flip side, you have the women talking about what men need to be, you know, how men need to act, how men need to approach women. So I said, you know what if I have a book where everybody is coming together, the men and the women, we're talking about things from our own point of views, but it's almost like we're at a round table, guys, just having a discussion, men and women. Just think about that. You know, when you go to these different panel discussions, and, you know, and it's men and women, just think about that, but in a book, right? We're having some real raw conversations, because if any of you have been to like a panel discussion with men and women, it gets hot up in there, right? It gets hot up in there. And I want that to be, that's how I want the book to be. I want that book to be real hot and heavy, to where the men like, you know, oh, that's why they do that. And the women like, oh, that's why they do that. And we're just able to ask each other some real raw upfront questions without sugarcoating it, guys, because we got to put it out there. We got to put it out there, and so we can understand each other better. And here's the thing, we are wired differently. Okay, we are wired differently, guys. So there's not necessarily a wrong or right way about anything. And again, this book is not to bash the opposite sex. Okay, we're not going to be calling each other bitches, and we're not doing any of that. Okay, so even though it's going to be some raw and real talk, we will not be bashing the opposite sex. We're just simply stating, well, why do y'all do this? This is aggravating. Well, we do this because ... Okay, so that's why I wanted to come together and put this project together and put it in fruition and say, you know what, this is what we need to do. And I think it'll be really, really good. And like Taria said, with so many different co-authors being able to promote this, it's going to be big, guys. It's going to be big.
Absolutely. Absolutely, Angie. It's going to be real huge. And so currently right now, I believe we only have like 3 more spots available for ladies. And then we have a nice number of spots left open for the men. And so we definitely are looking for those men to step up and be willing to make an investment into yourself. Guys, you know, what I have found is that some of the best books so far that I've done have been these collaboration books. We get to do a huge book launch together. We get to be able to promote and market this thing together. And then think about it, just like what Angie was saying, this book is going to be like a panel in a book, right? But we get to turn this into a panel. And if it's one thing I know about relationships, this is a billion-dollar industry. When I say people spend money, I mean, think about it. How many of y'all have ever used apps like Match or whatever these apps are, right? I know I was using one called Bumble, and you could Tinder, right? All these different apps that are out there. How many of y'all have ever heard of some of these matchmakers and you got to spend money? Then you have these conferences, and even the conferences where they're about, you know, becoming a better version of you. A lot of times we do that because we want to have ourselves in a position where a better person, where we can get that right man. But the truth is that sometimes while we might be sitting here thinking there's something wrong with me, or, you know, I need to do this and do that, ain't nobody having real conversations. Like, let me give an example. Angie, can I give an example of what some real conversations gonna look like?
Absolutely.
So,
please do.
One of my good friends came out with a book as well. Amazing book. And he ended up, and he's been leveraging this book now. He's been on radio stations, TV shows, and he's now doing a tour where he's traveling across the country, doing panels. And he invited me to be on the panel, right? And so it was all men versus me, which was really cool. I didn't mind. And so one of the questions had come up. One of the women had asked the men, what is your type? I hate that question because generally when you're trying to be safe, most men say natural.
Lies.
Go ahead with the lies. But when I look at your Instagram, boo, are you following the natural? Are you following? So we need people that's going to keep it all the way real, and then one of the responses was, well, y'all do all this stuff and we don't ask you to do none of that. But I gave a prime example, Angie. One time I had went out to the nightclub, met a guy. My hair was straight. Okay. It was silked out, pressed out. Yes. But I'm also natural. So I can, rock a fro too, right? It gets real. My hair gets super thick. So anyway, so I had it silked out straight when I met him. And so then he called me. He was like, hey, let's do lunch. He was expecting to meet the girl that had the silk, that had the eyeliner on, the contoured face. And when I showed up, I was Miss Natural.
Right.
So, still cute though. I was shutting shit down. Like, let's not do it. Right?
Right.
And so, honey, I could see it when I walked up. His face was like, who are you? Do y'all know he never called me again after that date? Because while people say they want natural, you need to be specific as to do you like big butts? Do you like slim waist? Do you like a woman who works out? Do you like your woman to wear her hair straight? Do you care about weave? You don't care about weave. Do you love lashes when a woman has her lashes? Do you mind when she beats up her face when y'all go out because you want her to, look like a trophy? Like, these are the kind of conversations, because if you ask me what my type is, honey, I'm not going to sugarcoat it. I'm going to tell you exactly what I'm looking for. And I think that these are the kind of conversations that we need to have instead of these safe conversations. I'm getting
not want to hurt the other person's feelings and all of that. But my thing is, see, when you do that and you're lying and you're trying to save face, it's gonna come out in the end anyway. Exactly. Like I tell brothers in a minute, like, any guy that talk to me, they know my whole thing is, talking about a woman that's a Sandra Huxtable. And I tell them in the minute, listen, I'm not Sandra Huxtable, so if that's what you want, hey, let me put that out there now. That's not me. And then see, a lot of these men, and I say this a lot too, they get with these Sandra Huxtables, but they really, really want. And guys, keep in mind, guys, I'm just putting, I'm just using these names, as analogies. Okay, so don't take it literal. Yeah. So what they're doing is they'll get in a relationship or marry a Sandra Huxtable, but end up cheating or really fantasizing about a Black China or a Nicki Minaj. If you know that that's what you wanted, then why didn't that's what you get? Why are you trying to please them?
And so then the question is, okay, so you cheated. So the reason why you cheated was because of who? It wasn't your fault. It was her fault. She wasn't doing what she was supposed to do. And so we need to have those conversations, because on both sides of the spectrums, I'm sure that we've had where women have cheated and y'all got reasons. And we want you to talk about that. In fact, I had a young lady just the other day, Angie, she said she was married for 35 years, got a divorce. And she is happy. We need to have a conversation, because we need to know, after 35 years, what in the hell happened? And is there anything that we can even do? Is cheating just going to be a thing? Let's keep it real, fellas. Let's keep it real. So the purpose of this book, though, is to help us to better understand the other sex. And we don't want to beat anybody down. We just want everybody to keep it all the way real. And we'll even let you know, like, if your answer seems to be safe, we'll tell you.
I definitely will. Like, come on, you don't talk like that.
Right. What is really your type? So you got to be willing to kind of tell the truth, y'all. Like, if you know you're an ass man, then you need to say it. If you know that she need to have flawless looking skin, we want to hear those things. What is important to a man? What does make a man turn? Because I know for a fact I could wear one outfit and nobody will pay me attention, but now I wear an outfit with maybe just a little bit of a hip showing. Honey, everybody on me, right? You know what I'm saying? Things like that. Right. And then when they're on me, right? And whatever. So we're excited about this. Again, we have a very limited space for men, very limited space for men and women. But we want y'all to be a part of this book. And we want to make this book so strong and controversial that we are on these news stations. If that's something that you've ever seen yourself doing, and this is the one.
Not to mention, let me throw this in too, T. Not to mention, guys, I now have my own podcast that I'm starting. So that means that you guys are going to be on my podcast because, of course, I'm going to have my co-authors on my podcast. And my podcast, as y'all know, podcasts are not regulated by the FCC. So it really will be on and popping on the podcast, right? So just keep in mind, guys, like she said, you know, we want people that's going to keep it all the way 100. We want this book to be controversial. We want it to be controversial. You know what I'm saying? And just having a bunch of men and women that's comfortable with voicing their own opinion, because that's what it's about. Everyone is going to have their own women, because I can guarantee you all of the women, we're not going to have the same opinion on things, even though we're all women. All of the men are not going to have the same opinion on things, even though they're all men. But that's the whole point. It's going to be from everybody's points of view. So hopefully the men that's watching, you know, like I said, I only have 8 more spots for the men and 3 for the women. Guys, come on. And I want the men that, you know, all of that shit talking. I'll be seeing y'all the stuff y'all be posting on Facebook.
Right.
I want y'all to come over here with that same
thought. With the same stuff. That's what I put a post up the other day, Angie. I said, love or money or love, what would you prefer? And you got a lot of men that's saying money. A lot of men that's saying money. A lot of men that's saying love. But we want you, some of them saying they just want to create their own answer. So, you know, I was like,
you know how they go. They just
no instructions. Yeah. But at the end of the day, we want somebody that's gonna tell the truth. And even to the point, like, what nags you about a woman? We need to know these things. You know what I mean? Yeah. Not just saying stuff like what nags you about a woman is a woman that's always complaining. But why is she complaining though? Like, let's narrow it down.
Absolutely. Let's get to the root of the issue.
To the root of the issue.
Please. Yes. But that's what we want, guys. We want some real conversation. The conversations that y'all dudes be having amongst yourselves about us women. Let's have it. Ladies, the conversations that we have amongst ourselves about men, let's have it. That's what we want for this book, okay? Yes. So if you're shy and, well, I don't know if I could, then no. If you want to think, then I already know that it's no. Because like T said, I'm going to be interviewing people for this. And I need people that's going to be strong and confident enough to put, you know, how they feel out there. You know what I'm saying? You never know what this platform is going to do for you. It's
going to be strong. I mean, look at what happened with Steve Harvey. I mean,
yeah, absolutely.
His whole career went to a whole nother level. And that's what we're talking about here. And we don't want to bring the same old answers, the same old responses. Now, the type of people we're looking for, okay, it's going to be individual. So if you decide, well, me and my husband or me and my wife want to do this book together, that's 2 different people. So you can be a married individual. You can be a single individual. You can be an engaged individual. We're looking for women and men. So if you are married and you would like your husband, right, or your wife, that would count as 2 different people. That means you guys would get your own books with your own names on the front. So she would have her book with her name and her picture. He would have his book with his name and his picture, okay? So please keep that in mind. Now, investment. Let's talk about this money, all right? So anyways, Angie, I actually was on another broadcast the other day because I'm always looking at what other people are doing just to find ways of how we can strengthen ourselves. I'm not a big believer in stealing and cheating, you know, trying to take other people's stuff, but I did see a person that was doing a collaboration project. Well, this collaboration project was awesome. Great, awesome thing. They weren't doing a custom cover where you could have your own name and picture and stuff like that. It was going to be just a general cover like this. And they didn't do half of the stuff as far as like the pre-selling and the speaker sheet and things of that nature. Do you know their investment was $1997? Wow. $1997. And I can't remember how many books you got, but it wasn't a lot of books. And you had to pay a retail value, a retail amount to actually purchase more books. So you had to go through them to purchase more books. And we don't do that here. We actually, once the project is done and we have the launch, we upload your books to a print-on-demand site where everybody gets login details. You log in and you can print how many books at the print cost, okay?
Right.
So the investment today, remember I just said that was $19.97 and people were jumping on board and I thought it was great. I mean, I think it's a great idea. If people gonna pay, then look, you got a great product here, right? Mm-hmm. But for our program, we're doing a little bit different, okay? There's two ways you can secure your spot. You can pay $97 down. That secures your spot. $97 down. Then you're gonna have a total of 4 additional monthly payments. So it's gonna come to 5 total monthly payments of $97. On the final payment, the 6th month is $197 because what that does is it pays to get your books printed. It also pays to get your books uploaded to the print-on-demand site, okay? So it's 5 payments of $97, final payment $197. But remember, hold on, let me see real quick. Remember, guys, we're going to be teaching you about pre-selling. We're going to be teaching you about how to collect coins before your book even comes out. That's what's so dope about what we're doing here, right? So it's $97 down. That ends up being $682. You're getting 10 books, a custom cover. You're getting a flyer where you get to use to pre-sell. You're getting a speaker sheet, and you're joining a community where we're going to be teaching you how to leverage your book. Now, that's $682. However, some of you guys, you say, I just want to get it out the way and pay in full. Well, we do an additional benefit for those of you who pay in full. If you pay in full, there's actually a $50 discount, okay? So instead of $682, $632, all right? So that is how you get started. I mean, that's how much it costs for you to be a part of this collaboration project, all right? Now, Angie, if somebody is ready to get started, what is the next step that they need to follow?
So for those of you who want to get started, what you would need to do is you need to go to imready.collabwithange.com to apply. Because remember I said, guys, here's the thing. Like, you have to apply. I'm not just taking any and everybody. So I'm going to type that in. Again, that's imready.collabwithange.com. Okay? So make sure that you guys go there. Fill that out. It's only 10 questions. And I will get back to you, of course, if I feel that you will be a good fit for this project. So I'm going to type it in the live as well. That's imready.collabwithange.com.
Awesome. So I know we got a lot of people that are also watching us. I just want to congratulate everybody. I know we have Dentimia, Kimberly, Lamar, and Lulu that are joining us on the webinar. Hey, y'all. And then we have a lot of people joining us live as well. Hello to everybody that is joining us live. I know we've seen a lot. Anthony, Elisa. I think Elisa's actually going to be in this book, so we're excited about that. So
Anthony is in it as well. Hey,
Anthony. Okay, hey, boo. That's what I'm talking about. Awesome. We're going to have a good time with this one. All right.
Guys, this is gonna be fun. I'm just trying to tell y'all, and y'all know how my personality is. Well, some of you do. I'm a live wire. I can be animated, but it's going to be fun. I guarantee you. We're gonna take this book to the next level. So this is not gonna be just a regular little book like, hey, yeah, I wrote a book. Can you support me? Like, nah, people are going to want to buy this book. I'm telling y'all, trying to tell you. So jump on board. It's going to be a great, great opportunity. We're going to have a lot of fun, and we're going to take it to the next level.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. So waiting on everybody to kind of respond back. I did have one young lady. Hold on. Let me show you. A lot of times it can take a little bit of time. Folks is getting home from work. But I did ask, and Coco, she's one of our superstars. She's already pre-sold 15 books. She said she'll have 20 before the 31st. And we're selling them for $20 plus shipping and handling. So y'all calculate that. That's before the book is even printed, okay? And so we have other people who have sold books too. I'm just waiting for them to respond back. Y'all, this is huge. You're going to, and like Angie said, with this topic alone, dude, it's going to be so many people wanting to take advantage and purchasing that book just to have it, okay? All right, guys.
It's going to be people also, guys, that's going to want you on you know, their radio stations and their television shows and their podcasts. You know what I'm saying? Because the topic is so heavy. You know what I'm saying? You can take it so many different ways when you get to talking about men and women, relationships and sex and dating and all of those different things. So guys, if you have any questions, please make sure that you type them in the chat box on Facebook Live if you're watching. And if you're on the webinar, guys, please go ahead and type in your questions because we're going to wrap this up.
Yes, I was actually about to say deuces, but no, let's answer a couple questions just in case some people do ask. I know we generally have some generally asked questions. One of the questions that a lot of people typically ask is how long does this take and how much time is required? That's probably one of the biggest misconceptions. People think that, you know, it's going to require them a lot of time. Remember, I told you guys, you don't even have to write your chapters, or you don't write your chapters. So we have a technique where literally your chapter is done in like 30 minutes, 30 to 45 minutes of your time. If we were to calculate the 5 to 6 month process of putting this book together, you're talking about maybe 5 to 6 hours in total. So an hour a month, if you can contribute an hour a month, on most cases, with the exception of the live broadcast, and of course the book launch, I mean, guys, it's not a lot of work, and we walk you through the process. That's why we end up having a lot of people who end up wanting to be a part of our System Mastery. Now, another thing that a lot of people do ask in regards to the investment, because, you know, well, why do we charge so little? Well, because we have a university. Angie and I are business partners, and we're partners with System Mastery. System Mastery is our online university, and we ultimately want you to be students with us. So we know that if you can have success with this collaboration book, you're going to be excited about putting together your own book, as well as learning to develop those public speaking and presentation skills. And of course, Angie has her publishing company. We know that you're going to need to utilize her for more things down the line. So we don't need to break heads for you to be a part of this collaboration. We want you to be a part of something that's an incredible movement. We also have a big conference coming. Woo! I'm so excited. The Show Your Success Conference, and this is the conference for authors. You will be an author. In fact, as soon as you make an investment, we already calling you an author. You get to come to this conference. On Friday night, we're having an award ceremony with celebrity performances, and you're going to be recognized as an author. You get to even bring your family and everything. And then Saturday and Sunday, we get more in depth. We're talking about public relations, media, marketing. We're going to even be creating messages that are going to go out to different media. You're going to get media lists. We're going to be making money at the conference, like literally pre-selling and selling products at the conference. All of y'all. And so when you join, you get to now be a part of this conference that's coming up in September, Labor Day weekend. So I know I can't wait either, Elisa. It's going to be amazing. So 5 to 6 months is generally the time frame, but an hour or so a month. It's not a lot that's required on your end. We do a lot of the heavy lifting for you. Okay. Now, another question that a lot of people may typically ask, Angie, is, and I know I've mentioned this, but I just want to say it again. Some people say, do I really need to have writing skills? What is your answer to that?
Not at all. We make the process very easy, guys. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be putting together a series of questions, and I'm going to interview you. However, when I interview you, I'm going to record it, and it's going to be transcribed. So that's the beauty of it. So you're not going to have to sit and write out a chapter about how you feel about . You're not going to have to do that. So I'm going to make the process very, very simple for you. We're going to schedule that interview. And I'm telling you, once it gets transcribed and you see it in that chapter, you're going to be like, dang, like, it's not going to be like, this author said yes to this. Like, no. It's going to sound like and read as if you wrote it down. Okay. So that's just one of the skills that we have over here at SYS. I mean, you know, not everybody doing that. So.
No, they not. Hold on. I got to share the screen one more again too, because we got another one of the co-authors. She shared that she sold 8 by tonight. So that's 8 times 20 plus shipping and handling, honey. These are coins coming in already, making money with these books that are not out. This book is not due to come out until August. And so again, we're just super excited, guys, about the opportunities that we're making for folks. And so, all right, y'all. Well, look, if you know any other people as well, make sure that you let them know about this awesome collaboration project. I'm excited to be partnered with Angie. If you have any questions, you want to make sure that you contact her directly. Angie, how can someone get in contact with you? And I'm going to let you finish that off, and I'm going to go ahead and sign on out. Love ya, and welcome everybody that's joining us in this project.
Okay, guys, for those of you who want to know more about this opportunity, you can email me at Angie@angierenee.com. I'm putting that in right now. Oh yeah, I'm doing so much at one time. So if you're interested, just make sure that you email me, Angie@angierenee.com, or you can message me if you're on Facebook, Angie@angierenee.com. You know, just let me know that you are interested in the opportunity. Ask me whatever questions that you need to ask me, and we can move forward. But like I said, if you are ready to get started and you want to go ahead and apply to be a co-author, you just go to imready.collabwithange.com, which I have already put in. So again, if you're interested in getting started and you want to apply, just go to imready.collabwithange.com. If you have any questions about the opportunity, you can email me or inbox me on Facebook. My email address is Angie@angierenee.com. So, all right, guys, hope to be working with you all soon. Have a good evening.